everyone, it's Laurie from Cook Scrap Craft. Welcome back to another process video. This one is from my Scrapbook and Cards Today inspiration series. It's the 20th video that I've done in this series, and if you want to see all the rest of them, I have a Scrapbook and Cards Today playlist that you can check out. So this one is based on a 2-page layout from the spring issue. It's by Wendy Sue Anderson, and she did a 2-page layout for, I guess, her husband's 50th birthday party. I really liked the design, and obviously going forward, I have a lot of photos that I need to do 2-page layouts for. So I'm going to keep this one in mind for when I actually do a double-page layout. But for right now, all I had were these 3 photos that I needed to get scrapped. And I didn't have enough to do 2 pages, so I just decided to take the left-hand side of Wendy Sue's layout and make it a single-page layout. So that's something that you can easily do if you're looking through a magazine or Pinterest or what have you, and you were like, oh, I like this double-page layout, but I don't do double-page layouts, or I don't need a double-page layout, then you can just use one side of the layout and make it work for you. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm doing the background. The background is a piece of yellow cardstock. And then on top of it, I cut down a 12 by 12 piece of rainbow pattern paper. So I think I took maybe half an inch off the side and the top, so you can see the yellow peeking out from around it. I like that little border that it gives it. And then I'm going to back my 3 photos, which I am cutting down to about... well, actually, no, those 2 photos there I cut down to like 3 by 4 because they're going to be going in a row on the bottom portion of the layout. And then the main photo, I don't remember if I cut it down. We'll see together. But the smaller photos I am cutting down, and then I'm just backing with some blue, fun, like, I don't know, sort of like cloudy blue. It sort of has a mixed media feel to it type of paper. And then because I still will need something else because there's supposed to be a row of 3 things down at that bottom. And Wendy Sue used a cut apart, so I am also going to incorporate something like that into the layout. There's also a strip of, kind of a thicker strip of paper that goes not all the way across. It doesn't go into the border. So I am using that navy blue paper, which actually does have a little bit of a textured pattern to it. You can't tell from the video, but when you're up close, you can see it. So that's going to go across the page, across the rainbow pattern paper. And now I'm just taking this other photo and I'm backing it on some pink pattern paper. And these are all items that were like leftover papers from other layouts that I created. So I'm really, again, using stuff from my stash and trying to recycle the old bits and pieces and use them in new ways. So I'm going to start adhering a couple things. The photos are actually me at a media preview event for this thing in New York called Candytopia. I don't know if it's still open. But it did open this summer, or actually it opened at the end of April. So it could still be open through the summer. It would be silly of them to close it when like kids are off of school and looking for things to do. But it's a place in New York called Candytopia, and basically they just have room after room of stuff that's made out of candy. So like there was an Egyptian Sphinx made out of candy. They had like jelly beans and gummy bears hanging from the ceiling in one room. There was even a room that it was highly unsanitary, I'm sure, but it was supposed to be like you were playing like a marshmallow ball pit. I don't think they were real marshmallows. I hope not. But then there were also stops along the way where you could pick up a sample of free candy.
So everything was basically just in candy. Nothing was like not candy. Nothing can be not candy.
Yes, she did not go with me, but I told her about it and I brought her back a candy bracelet. Was it a candy necklace or a candy bracelet?
Candy bracelet.
Yes. And so you've probably seen, I think I did a process video for it, or I did show it in a layout share at least, but I did a scrapbook layout of her with her candy necklace bracelet thingy that she was very excited about. So yeah, if you're in New York and you're looking for something to do, this is an all indoor place. Masks are optional. If that makes a difference to you, you can see I was wearing my mask. I did not eat any of the candy until I left the place. But yeah, that's the kind of place it is. It's kind of like, I don't know if you've ever heard of a selfie room. I know there was a selfie room in the St. Louis area for a while. And it's just like, again, different different things, different props that you can take your picture, take a selfie with, funny things behind you, or take group photos with your friends and that kind of thing.
Share any cotton candy with me. I'm mad at her now.
I did not get any cotton candy from this place, so I don't know what that's about. I would have shared the cotton candy, I promise.
You want cotton candy?
Anyway, so here I've got the cut apart, and I'm going to put that in. Everything else is kind of adhered. To make that circle, as Wendy Sue had a circle, half a circle peeking up from the top portion of the layout, I have this toy package downstairs, and that's what I use to trace my big circles because I don't have anything that is large enough to cut a large circle. If I should just bring like a plate down here and just leave it down here, you know, maybe that would be good because a plate would be like a really good size. But anyway, I always forget, and then I'm like, I don't want to go back upstairs and get a plate. So I don't, and I use this toy package. So, of course, since I backed the photos on the blue paper, I needed to back this on the blue paper as well, and I unfortunately had to use a fresh piece of that blue paper because still the leftover bits were too small to do any backing with. So that's fine, though. I also wanted to kind of recreate a banner thing that Wendy had in her layout. Obviously for her, it was a birthday layout. So there were pieces from this collection that she was using, which I think was Cartabella. And it made a little like banner strip, little birthday banner strip. So I decided to take these, I think they're Pink Fresh Studio. I took these tickets, and since this was, you would need a ticket to get in, I figured these kind of work. So I just created a little like banner there in the corner out of those ticket pieces. And I did ink the edges of those tickets as well as, a lot of other things too. I think I inked every edge with black ink. So now I'm just getting into the part where I need to start adding some embellishments. So I was looking at how Wendy Sue did hers and where she put hers. Sometimes it can be tricky, especially on something like this where there are so many photos. There's already a lot going on with the pattern paper. You've got, the background paper, a strip of paper going, a bigger strip of paper, a circle paper, the banner. So I wanted to make sure that I let Wendy Sue's ideas kind of inform where I was putting the embellishments for mine. Obviously, mine are not going to be the same because I don't have the same products that she's using. So I am sticking that little Heidi Swap happy sticker behind that photo on the left. And then I added some enamel dots and some other like puffy stickers. I'm going to put a word phrase on that other Heidi Swap circle sticker. And that's going to be sort of like the title. I think I'm also going to have the journaling coming out from that too, because I need a good spot to do the journaling on. So that says Things I Love, and that's from the Vicki Boutin Sweet Rush collection. I had wanted to save more of the Sweet Rush collection for these specific photos because it's about candy, and there's a lot of candy elements in that collection. But as I was scrapbooking using the July Best of Both Worlds kit last month, I just used up a lot of the candy-ish things. So I did use them on other candy layouts, like the Hershey Park layout that's going to be coming up, or 2 Hershey Park layouts that's going to be coming up in my layout share pretty soon. So stay tuned to that this week. And there's going to be more process videos, layout share. You already saw my scrapbook haul, so if you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, please consider doing so you don't miss out on any of that fun stuff. And if you've already subscribed, welcome back and great to have you here. Thanks so much for watching this video all the way to the end. Make sure to leave me a comment below and just say hey, or let me know if you have any questions about the products or techniques that I'm using, or let me know if you have something that it does a really good job of cutting or tracing big circles. I don't have a machine, I don't have a die cut machine or anything like that, but I'm always looking for ways to like cut larger circles that is maybe better than a plate. A paper plate would be good to keep down here because then it wouldn't be like I'm hogging one of our good eating plates, right? So I should probably just keep a paper plate down here. Anyway, talking to myself. So I'm doing a little bit of different embellishing things going on just because I felt like I needed something else on that left-hand side of this 4x6 photo. Wendy Sue's photo was horizontal. Mine is vertical, so I changed that up a little bit because obviously that was the photo that I had. And I just felt like it needed a little something more where the banner is. So I'm going to do some titling, and I added in a Webster's Pages sticker that says My Happy Place. It's got little like unicorn cats on it, which kind of goes with rainbows too. So yeah, I'm just adding those American Craft stickers, some of those more enamel dots. I've got a couple of word phrases going on as well. I can't remember. I don't think one of those word phrases is from the July kit, The ones that I have in my hand definitely are, and those are really fun. I really like kind of layering those and making them peek out behind things. As you can see, I'm also putting things on top of the photos. I was putting stickers on top of the photos. I know I've said this before, that's something I never used to do, and I love doing it now because I just love the way that it looks. So I'm going to start doing a little bit of journaling here on that border strip that I put behind the photo. It's a solid color, perfect spot for journaling, but I do need a little bit more space to write about what is happening here. So obviously I don't want to do the journaling. I don't want to continue the journaling onto the navy blue because then I'd have to use like a white pen, and then I already used black. So I'm just going to grab some more of those border strips that are also in the solid colors, solid bright colors that match the colors that are in the rainbow. And I'm just going to continue the journaling and make my own little journaling spots and kind of stagger them. I do have to move that yellow phrase sticker. Just move it over a little bit because otherwise it's going to be overlapping the words and you're not going to be able to read the journaling. So yeah, I'm just making my own journaling spots, and I would highly recommend that you guys do something similar too. If you're ever in a space where you're like, oh, I need some place to put my journaling, but you don't have space like anywhere on the layout, you don't have a specific journaling tag, just take some strips of paper. It doesn't have to be a border strip or a banner strip or, sorry, branding strip. That's the word that I'm really looking for from the 12 by 12 papers. You can even just grab some like white cardstock or any type of any color cardstock that would work for you, and just do a little bit of writing in there and then cut them to size. I like the look of like splitting them up into 3 strips. I know that's just me. I think that looks really cool. The rule of 3s too works well as what for these journaling strips. And you do have to do, I guess, your own handwriting, but I guess you could also like type them out and print them out onto paper and cut the strips that way too. I don't know. Let me know in the comments if you guys do handwriting on your layouts or if you prefer to type things out, and how you do the typing and printing so that it all fits. I see people sometimes printing out layouts, printing their journaling on their layouts, and it's like in a shape and it fits around the photo so well. And I'm like, that seems like a lot of work. I don't even know where I would begin to make that work, but people do it and it looks really cool. So if that's you, let me know your tips and tricks below. I'm just adding in a couple extra enamel dots just to build out some of the little sticker clusters that I had started, just around the photos and everything. And then that's going to be it. The close-up photos are going to follow. And I thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope it was inspiring for you. Give it a thumbs up like if you enjoyed it, and come by again next time. Bye.